What is your name?
I'm Stephanie Underhill Tomilson.
What courses and level do you teach here at FHS?
I'm the principal, so I don't teach any courses right now, but I used to teach English and advanced placement psychology.
How many years have you taught here at FHS?
This is my first year at Fredericton High.
What was your very first job, if you can think all the way back?
When I was 16, my first job was being a lifeguard at the YMCA here in Fredericton and day camp counselor.
Okay, what university or universities did you attend to get where you are today?
I have a Bachelor of Arts in English from St. Thomas University, and then I have my Bachelor of Education from St. Thomas as well, and a Master's in Educational Administration from the University of New Brunswick.
Awesome. So now we're going to move on to some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Most of them are this or that questions, so the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay, I'm ready.
Tim Hortons or Starbucks?
Starbucks.
Early or late?
Late.
Sport of choice?
Basketball.
A to L or M to Z?
M to Z.
Rap or country?
Country.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Cats or dogs?
Both.
Android or Apple?
Apple.
McDonald's or Burger King?
Neither.
Video games or reading?
Reading.
Winter or summer?
Summer.
Trucks or cars?
Cars. Oh, trucks. Change my trucks.
Okay, so now to some two professional questions.
Okay.
I think the first one would be, what inspired you to be a teacher? And if you can also talk about where you were before here, that would be awesome.
I never had any other plan than being a teacher, and that started very early. In elementary school, I knew I wanted to be a teacher, and I never wavered from that, never changed my mind. And the school I was at before this was Rossay High School, where I was the principal for 8 years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
If you were not teaching at the high school level or the principal of a high school level,
Okay.
what grade or what school level would you be teaching and why?
Grade 4. I started my teaching career in elementary. Grade 4 in elementary was my favorite year. They were just, still little and still had that heart of excitement and passion and still believe in Santa Claus, but old enough that they could do a little bit higher level thinking and some more in-depth art and things like that. I love grade 4. They're sweet.
What are some of your hobbies when you're not here working at school?
I love to travel. I mean, you put your money into things that you value, and some people value homes and gardens and cars. I value travel. So every cent I have that's extra goes into a travel fund, and I travel quite extensively. Our family goes everywhere all the time. Anytime there's a break, we are gone. So that's where we like to invest our time.
Building off of that, what was your favorite place you've been to so far?
Every summer we spend the month of July in the Outer Banks in North Carolina. We used to work down in the States, and so we have connections and friends down there. Because of COVID, these are the first 2 years that we have not been in North Carolina, and we've been going there for almost 16 years.
Awesome. So if you could spend a day with a famous person, dead or alive,
Okay.
who would it be and why would you spend the day with them?
Hands down, Ernest Hemingway. I am a huge Ernest Hemingway fan. I love his writing, but not just him. I love everything about him, who he hung out with and where they went, where they traveled to, that whole expat thing when they all went over to Europe. I love those stories. I've been to the Hemingway House in Key West. I just love everything about him. And, he had a lot of faults. He wasn't perfect, but I think that makes for great storytelling. And I just know that if I spent the day with Ernest, I would have a great day.
Awesome. So you're pretty successful being the principal of Rossay and the principal here. What was the best piece of advice you've ever received to get you where you are today?
Well, I've had quite a few. I mean, there's a lot of mentors to get someone to the administration level. You certainly don't do it alone. But my best piece of advice is make them say no. And sometimes people can be pretty timid in leadership and be afraid to ask for opportunities. But once you learn the power of hearing the word no and not letting it define you and keep moving forward, that's probably the best piece of advice. Make them say no. And the more you hear no, eventually you'll get to the yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.